Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Game 6 of the World Chess Championship between Ding Liren and Gugesh Dommaraju is a good example of strategic planning, tactical sharpness, and psychological battle. Ding is a master of positional play and he chooses a solid yet flexible approach, while Gukesh is known for his resourcefulness and counter-attacking skills. Trying to unbalance the position, let's go through the move by move analysis of this interesting game. Ding begins with the old-fashioned d4, trying to obtain a foothold in the center and build long-term strategic tensions. Gukesh answers in hyper-modern style with the knight f6 move, indirectly attacking the center and keeping his pawn structure slack. Ding moves for bishop f4 for the London system, playing a light squared bishop to an active square. Black seizes the initiative with d5, putting in place a strong central formation. Ding move e3 pushes forward his d4 pawn and is getting ready to develop his dark squared bishop. Kukesh plays in response with e6, which gives a good balance and flexibility in the structure. Ding plays knight f3, naturally aims at e5 and d4 squares. Gukesh attacks the center with c5 and tries dynamically to play counterplay against white's pawn structure. Ding plays c3. White concentrates the center with c3 in anticipation for supporting the d4 pawn. Black develops his bishop actively to challenge white's bishop f4 to make some kind of decision. Dings make a check on black to disturb his development and to create some weakness or put pieces in unnatural squares. Gugesh deals with it quite composed with knight c6 and continues his central dominance. Ding trades his bishop for the knight, doubling black's pawn in the c file, although it is in a structural weakness. Gukesh now has open lines on the board, the b file especially. Ding plays bishop x d6, captures black's active bishop to reduce black's control over the light square. The queen recaptures, centralizing herself and getting ready to connect the rooks. Ding aggressively played his queen to a4, pinning the c6 pawn and threatens to break black's pawns. Gukesh responds with a king side castle where he is in safety and gets ready to activate the rooks. Gukesh plays queen a3, retreats by a little distance, still keeping an eye on the weak pawns, while Gukesh plays knight e4, planting a knight in an advanced outpost with the aim of getting tactical opportunities. Ding plays knight fd2, respond to the challenge of the knight e4 with then knight fd2, undermining black's strong central position. Gukesh hits back with e5, opening the center to counter-attack. Ding recaptures the pawn, opening the d file through Gukesh recapture aggressively, keeping initiative. Then Ding queen captured the loose pawn of c5, but black quickly activated his queen with queen g6, eyeing g2 and preparing threats on the king side. Ding develops the knight, but Gukesh sacrifices the g pawn and with queen x g2 attacking white's king. Ding castles queenside to ward off threat, but black captures another pawn on f2 and gains in material while maintaining attack. Ding tries to advance the e5 pawn to launch counterplay, but Gukesh activates the rook with rook b8 and introduces it to the attack towards the open b file. Ding plays knight c4 and moves in the knight to a strong square, attacking the e5 pawn and preparing for counterplay. Gukesh plays extremely calmly, developing the bishop to e6 and safeguarding the very important pawn while also completing his piece coordination. Ding create double rook on the d file and get ready to challenge black's activity. Gukesh centralizes his queen to f3, thereby posing threats and maintaining pressure on the white's position. Ding gets his rook over to assault the weak pawn e4. Gukesh trades the bishop for knight, taking away white's aggressive piece and giving more control of the light squares. Ding recaptures, keeping the queen side, pawns connected. Black centralizes the queen once again, offering a trade to reduce white's potential attack. Ding played queen c6, leave the board, and black reaches a good game. Gukesh's activity makes up for the double pawns, and he now focuses on the weak pawns of the opponent. Ding played queen d5, centralizes the queen, threatening to invade, but Gukesh maintains the control by retreating into e7, which paves the way to hold the position. Ding tries to find a way to break through the 6th rank, but Gukesh moves his queen to the king side, keeping active defense with the counterplay. Ding played queen d5, Gukesh played queen e7, then again Ding played queen d6, Gukesh plays queen g5, a small repetition as both players explore the very complicated middle game. Gukesh is happy to wait for white to introduce some weaknesses in the position. Then again Ding played queen d5, black ends the repetition, but Gukesh ends the repetition with queen h4, refused to draw, attacking on the king side while keeping white's rook passive. Ding played rook e d1, centralizing on the d file, attacking to the invade, but Gukesh consolidates his king with g6, thereby countering possible back rank attacks. Ding centralizes his queen by searching for a crack, but black has rook b e8 ready for countering. Then again Ding played queen g3, Gukesh plays queen h5, then Ding played queen f4, Gukesh queen a5. Ding trying to centralize and then tries to create an attacking position, but Gukesh puts the queen to a5. This is to attack at white pawns. Ding moves a3, the pawn to defend the queen side, but Gukesh queens maintain activity to try to break into the b file. Ding moved the rooks around the, but black's queen will raid in e2, where she can combine with the rooks in an attack. Then Ding plays rook d1, then Gukesh plays queen f3. There is some kind of exchange. Then Ding plays king c2, and Gukesh captures Ding's queen. The loss of queens even out the advantage as the end is more evident, and the rooks are now projected to win the game for Gukesh. The pawn on white side are now liabilities. Then Ding's recaptures Gukesh queen, start pushing pawn in a last ditch effort for some kind of counterplay. However, the passed pawn in e3 is now a problem for blacks, supported in style by his rooks. Gukesh plays f5, then Ding plays h4, and Gukesh plays e3. Then Ding tries to get his king mobilized behind the pawns by playing rook e2. But Gukesh's coordinated rook soon take control of the board and turn the tables on white, leaving him on the back foot. Then Ding plays king d3 and Gukesh plays rook fe8, doubling the rook on f file. Ding plays h5, and then Gukesh plays gh5. White launches a threat on the king side, but Gukesh's pawn march onward, setting up dual passed pawns that will deliver the final blow. Then again Ding plays rook d5, Gukesh plays h4, then Ding's play rook xf5, Ding's plays rd7 plus, giving check to the king. Ding played king c2, Then Gukesh plays king g7. Ding plays rg2 plus, giving check to the black's king. Then Gukesh moved his king to h8. Then Ding played rook e2. It's a repetitive move. Then Gukesh moved king g7. Again a repetitive move. Then Ding plays rook g2 plus, giving check again, and Gukesh moved his king to h8. I think both players are favoring the draw. Then Ding plays rook e2 and Gukesh plays again king g7. And here the game ends in a draw again cause of repetitive moves. This game speaks for Gukesh sensational defensive and counter-attacking skill. Ding began with a rook solid opening, but in the middle game Gukesh had navigated precisely, playing dynamic pawn play and with active pieces. The weaknesses that originated from White's early trades allowed Black to take the White initiative and win the game into a winning end. As is shown in this game, Gukesh win, the activity and cooperation are key roles in modern chess. The play shown here by Gukesh demonstrates his growth into a truly world-class player. Thank you so much.